What's going on, BOut Spear Crew? Brock here, working on the 1973 222 again. It's late into August and we have the first bit of fall in the air. It feels really good, very low humidity, so got the doors open, ready to work a little bit. Today's going to be a day of a few different things. I got to do some cleanup. Got to do some curing out of some of my fiberglass and let it cure out on the edges of where I've been laminating so I can sand it back down. Talk to you a little bit about one way you can save money. When you're dealing with fiberglass, just about invariably, whenever you mix up a batch and put your MEKP in there and you do a laminating schedule, you're going to end up with just a little bit left, usually, whether it be a cup or half a cup left in your after you get done rolling everything out. So you want to be prepped for little small jobs. You can see the side of the boat here has holes in it, and what I've done on these other holes, I went ahead and sanded those down, prepped these holes to be sealed up. So whenever I have that excess resin after rolling out some fiberglass, I'll use that excess resin on these holes. And so I'm gonna do that today. I've done this side of the boat already, filled all these holes along the way, and you know, there's one I haven't ground that back down yet, and so there's another one. But I'm gonna work the other side of the boat, take some 60 grit sandpaper, my orbital sander, and sand those down so that, like I said, whenever I have a little bit of excess resin in the bottom of the cup or anything like that, I can go ahead and utilize it to fill these holes. And this is what they look like originally. These were where rails were attached to the side of the boat, like this right here. And so I'll grind those down, sand them down with that 60 grit, make a little depression, clean these holes out really well, take some duct tape, and I'll put up under the rail here to hold the resin out. So as I go along, I'll fill these with resin, then come back, put a little layer of chopped strand on top of them and build them up, and then I'll sand them back down, fair them out, and then they'll be ready to paint whenever I get to that point in the build. One thing about it is, just like I said, you're saving money by saving material. You're using all your material, you're not wasting material. This stuff is expensive, $50 a gallon for this poly resin, and you just want to save as much as you can as you go. So like I said, got some things going on and I'll get it done. Y'all stay tuned. Here we go. So I'm gonna start to sand these holes down. First thing I'm gonna do is gonna take a drill bit and run it through the holes where the previous owners had used, you know, previous generations of 4200, whatever it was back then. Next thing, I want to take a countersink bit and widen these holes out. Well, I just got done sanding the cap all the way around. All the way around the outside anyway. Next thing I'm gonna do, gotta jump in here and I gotta sand down these areas where the 1708 ended on the stringers. You can see them. Where I cured that out, I gotta sand those down, kind of level them up a little bit so I can go ahead and fill the foam on up and start closing in those holes. Take just a minute to give a shout out to LabX. This is the resin that I've been using on this boat for the entire build. Their owner's named Jeff Rambo. He's a veteran. Thank you for your service, Jeff. I'll tell you, the company is a really great company. Their customer service is spot on. If you have an issue, you call, leave a message, or you send an email, and Jeff, the owner of the company, will actually call you back. So this is what I've been using on the build right here. Libex has a full line of products, not only laminating resin, they also have expansion foam, just pretty much anything you need to do a boat build. You can find them on Amazon. Look them up. LabX. Jeff Ambrose's the owner. Appreciate it, Jeff. You've been a great help in this build. All right, I've carried out some of these edges where the 1708 comes together along the stringers and cut some 10-inch strips. And what I'll do with those is use those as tabbing. I'll tab up onto the stringer itself about 4 inches and then tail this on out onto the hull. I've already done this side, you can see. That's a good Saturday of work on the 1973 222. Finished up today, filling up the stringers with foam. Got those things packed out. Next step, come back, trim it off, button it up, and keep on laminating 1708 over top of it. Should get got to put 2 pieces on each one of those openings, and then I'll come back and then start laying. These are 4-foot pieces. I'm going to come back and lay 2 layers, 6-foot pieces. And that'll be it. And I'll cure it out. And we'll be done with the stringers. Getting close to the 1-year anniversary of starting this project. It'll be October. I'll be here before I know it. Till then, if y'all enjoy it, hit subscribe. More work on this old beast here will be coming. Deep Dive Spear Crew, nothing too deep. Y'all take care. Subscribe.